Hi everyone, it's Cheryl here from ideasforcardmaking.net and I'm here today for Couture Creations, and I'm going to attempt to make some Christmas decorations. Now, I haven't done these before, so this is all very new to me. I'll start by showing you what I'm using. Now what I've done, I've got some bits ready because of the time frame. So this is the back of one of the ornaments. I've already glued the Merry Christmas on just to save a bit of time. Now I cut that, there's two pieces of that, one for the front, one for the back. That is what I use, the nesting bracket frames, cut foil and embossed die from Couture Creations. Now that is a very old one. I don't know if it's still available, but you could use whatever shape you wanted for this. I also use the nesting reverse hearts, which is also an old one, and that's for this part of it. I'll do the biggest one first, and then I'll do the last one pretty quickly. I'm going to join these together. Excuse me. I've got the pieces here just to show you. I actually managed to get 2 hearts out of that one piece, and that's from I think it's the other one. That's the Spirit Melodies. Where's the other packet? Hang on a sec. Oops. That's the Winter Dazzle. So that's where I got the backing, is the Winter Dazzle, and I got the heart from the Spirit Melodies. All right, so they're 6x6 paper pads. Now they're calling them paper pads, but they are very heavy. They are like 280 GSM, so they're almost like the thickness of cardstock. So they're really good for what I'm going to do with them today. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these hearts together, because when I put this on here, I'll just show you, that's going to be showing over the back. So I want them to both be showing, so I'll just glue them together. I mean, if you wanted to, you could put a bit of lace or something like that sticking out, but I don't think it's going to need it. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue on and put them together. Try and get them as even as possible. Now that one I want at the back because I want more of that glittery gold showing. So I'm going to put that down reasonably low so you can see now what I'm talking about. So I'll put that on there. I'm going to lose most of that, but I can't do very much about it. I mean, if you wanted to save a bit of paper, you could just cut a small part across and use that if you want it on the back. Let me just see. I think I'll put it about there. I don't really want to cover this up, but I can't do much about it. So I've got that on there. I'll put these together. I was going to do that last, but I might do it first, because what I want to do is I want to put this ribbon inside so it can be a hanging ornament. So I'll just put that in there, just trying to cross it sort of a little bit like that. And I'm going to use the quick dry adhesive because that will hold that there fairly well. So I'll just put a bit of that there. Let's see how that goes. I don't want to make it too short, because if the person hangs it on the Christmas tree, then you need a reasonable amount. I'm just going to pull it up a bit because I just think it needs to be a bit longer, but don't make it so that's going to come out. That is already fairly dry on that. I'll use it again later for the bow. It's actually really good for flowers and bows and stuff like that. So I'm going to pull that up a bit more because that's going to be closed there. Just a little bit more. Oh, I nearly left it too late. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue. I just think once I've got the bulk on, it's going to be difficult. So I'll just put some glue all over the place to keep that all together. Now we'll put this on, and we just got to make sure that when we do this, it all matches up. So don't have any uneven parts. Get it so that it's all together, like that. So that's the back, that's the front. The other thing I'll put it on now, the other thing I'm going to put on the back is just this little snowman. I'm going to have to get that off. I'll do that now. It's with my adhesive eraser, because that's not going to be covered up. So it's got rid of that. All of these little bits, and I'll just move that because I'm using these ones. All these bits and pieces are from the Ephemera pack, and I know I've got the packaging here somewhere. There it is. That's the Christmas Celebrations die cut ephemera from Deck the Halls, and all of this come in there, plus these pieces. All of that, that's what I got in there. So it was very difficult. I spent ages trying to work out which ones I was going to use. So that's the ephemera, and I didn't show you the other bits that I'm using. I know that's all I'm using. Oh no, I'm not. Sorry. I'm using the Merry Christmas, which is hiding under here somewhere. Using a Merry Christmas from the Christmas Joy die cut shapes. That's from Deck the Hall. I've got another one from that somewhere. And for the second ornament, I'm using this Christmas time die cut shapes. Sorry, my voice is very croaky today. Okay, so we'll finish this off. I'm going to glue the little snowman on there. I could put a bit of tape behind that. I don't think I'll do that. I think I'll leave that part flat. And there's actually enough room, if you wanted to make this into like a gift tag, there's enough room to write on there. But I would use it for a Christmas tree ornament. Sorry, I'm really croaky today. All right, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on there. I did cut out some little other pieces, bits and pieces, but I'm not going to use those today. I could put that down there, but I just don't want to overdo it. I'll see at the end, and that's the little branches, and that's the deer. And now I've hooked the two of those together. So I'll just move those so they don't reflect on the camera. This is the other ornament pieces that we're going to be using. Okay, so I want to put that there. I just wanted a bit of that gold to be showing, that's all. I was going to put that under there. It's too late now. I'm going to put those like that. And Merry Christmas. So I'll just start putting those on. I'm going to use this tape. So I'll start with this one. Put that across. Oh, got that a little bit too big. I do not want it showing. I've got glitter all over my workspace here from the ephemera. I do love how glittery this ephemera is. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm very, very croaky today, as you can hear. Oh, I think that'll be all right. Yep, that's flat enough. Get my pokey tool to get that up. Now, if you haven't seen my videos before, I have said before about this tape. This is a Couture Creations foam tape, and it's really, really strong. And I have a lot of trouble getting the backing up because of it. The one thing about it is it won't come off. Oh, it's stuck on me. Okay, get this one off. And I'll put that there. And I think I'll do the same. I'll lift that one up as well. Put that up. Just going to put one in the middle there, just to stop that collapsing. Got something stuck on me, a bit of glue. Got bits of red going everywhere here. Okay. That one can go like that. I'm going to put that one across there, so I'll put a bit of glue on there and I'll put a bit of tape up the other end to lift that up because they're uneven, because this end's got the tape and the other end hasn't. So let's just have a look and see if that's going to be enough. Yep, that's enough. So I'll just put a bit of glue on this end. I should have refilled this again. You don't need much for this end. And I'll just lift that one off. Put that on there. There's a bit of glue or something on there. Now I want to put a bow on there. I was going to put it across that way, but don't know now. Do I want it there? I think it could go there all right. I've got 3 loops there. They keep going in together. Okay, so I'll put that there like that, and I'll get out my quick dry glue for that. I actually used to use my hot glue gun for these, but I don't anymore because this is just so much better. And it dries pretty quick, and the same with the flowers. I can tell you I spent ages and ages going through my flowers to find a colour I liked, and I came up with this because of the colours in this one. So I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to push that wire down a bit. Put that on top. I think the flower just finishes it off. I'm just going to have to hold that for a minute. It does take a minute with ribbons and bows, ribbons and flowers, I should say. But it doesn't take terribly long. When you do it, put a bit of pressure on to keep it into the place you want it to be. Now, that's not going to be perfect, but I don't want to stand here for ages or sit here for ages having you watch me hold on to those. So that's it. That's our finished ornament. I think that'll make a nice gift. And then that's the back. I really like that. I hope you do too. Now I'm going to put that one aside. I'll just move all that ephemera out of the way. I'm going to do this one. Now this one's really super easy. I'm just going to close. Oh no, I'm going to use that again in a minute. This is just a bit of craft gauze. And if you haven't got any craft gauze, gauze out of your first aid kit will do the same thing. So what I'm going to do, I've cut it to be a little bit bigger than this. Now these are, I think I showed you before, these are from the Christmas time die cut shapes. I really love the vintage look of these. So I'm going to put down a bit of glue. I'm not going to put a lot for this because I'm going to be sealing the whole thing in a minute anyway. Now this is fiddly stuff to work with. I have to say, it's very fiddly stuff to work with. Try and spread it out so you've got bits hanging out from every spot. We can go back after and we can trim that off, and we will. But I just like to make sure there's a bit from all of them. As I said, I haven't done these before. This is the first time I've ever made Christmas ornaments from ephemera. So now I'm going to seal that down. Oh no, I better do my ribbon first. I've got to put my ribbon on there. This is, oh hang on, let's make sure I've got the right way up. Yep. This will be trimmed off a bit here, but I'm going to put some of this. Just went a bit sticky because I left it open and it sort of bubbled up the top, but that's the quick dry adhesive again, and that's just a bit of ribbon I got because it matched that colour. So I'll just do the same thing again as what I did before. I'll just put that ribbon in there, let that sit there while I put glue on this one. And then we'll just seal that up. And you need to do the same thing as what we did before. Make sure your edges are together in the right spot. Now I am going to go around, so that's actually, you could call that finished now. I'm just going to go around and trim this down a little bit, but we're not quite done. So I'm just going to trim that so that it looks a bit more tidy. This is a bit messy, this bit, because you'll have bits of it everywhere. Don't cut it too far back because we're going to put a bit of glitter glue on it just to Christmas it up a bit. Give it a bit of sparkle. That bit, just be careful you don't cut your ribbon. See what I mean about making a mess? We'll get rid of that out of our way. Now I should have a bit of, I've got some paper towel here. I just don't want glitter all over my mat, that's all. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just going to put a bit of glitter here and there. I'll have to take that away, I think, because you're not going to be able to see it. Just put a few little drops. I'm getting it all over me, but that's not going to matter. Just a few drops here and there on the gauze, just to give it a bit of Christmas sparkle. Once it dries, it won't go everywhere. I've got it all over me now. And that's pretty much it. I think I've got, I'll put a bit more there maybe. But you can always go back when you're finished and when it's dry. If you think there's too much gauze left, you can go back for that and just trim it off again. And that can be an easy gift put inside an envelope with a Christmas card. So that's it. That's what I've got for you today. It's that one. And that one. I hope you've liked those. And very, very easy to make. As I said, I've never done them before, so I'm pretty happy with those. Alright, that's pretty much it. I'll catch you next time.